Hi guys, I'm Nayantara Rai reporting exclusively for ET Now. So my story today for you is from the world of startups where PharmEasy, which is getting ready for a big IPO, is one of the most anticipated IPOs, has made yet another acquisition. It's the third acquisition in recent times. This time round, it's acquiring a Bengaluru headquartered startup called Acnamed, and it's acquiring it for about 150 to $200 million. Acnamed is actually in the business of supplying hospital supply solutions. So basically procurement solutions, supply chain solutions to hospital chains as well as standalone hospitals. And that's the acquisition that PharmEasy has made, like I told you, according to sources, for about 150 to $200 million. Now, what's also very interesting is that all the five co-founders of Acnamed, yes, there are five of them, they're going to stay on and run the business. And in fact, they're also going to be offered long-term ESOPs. The third acquisition of PharmEasy. The first one, of course, was of MedLife. MedLife was a rival of PharmEasy. It bought it out last year, and in fact, this is how PharmEasy entered the unicorn club, having a valuation of over $1 billion. It was the MedLife acquisition that actually gave India its first health tech unicorn. The second acquisition after that was record-breaking, is going down in history books, of Thyrocare for over $600 million. With that, PharmEasy became the first unicorn in India to actually acquire a listed company. So, all of this is, of course, happening before the IPO. Quick reminder, as far as the IPO goes, the parent company, API Holdings, in fact, we understand from our sources, has got board approval to be converted from a private company to a public company. That's quite important in the grand scheme of things, and a technicality that has to always be taken care of. And as early as next month, the expectation is that the DRHP, the draft red herring prospectus, will be filed with the market regulator. How big an IPO? Well, we're being told it could be for about $1 billion. That PharmEasy is looking for a valuation of about $67 billion. That's below its fair value of $9 to $10 billion. Why is it doing that? Clearly to leave value on the table for investors, as that's the PharmEasy's plan, what bankers have advised it, what the board also seems to be in favor of. The next question, of course, you're going to ask me is the kind of demand that you're seeing. Is that maybe the reason why PharmEasy is looking at a $67 billion valuation versus the fair value of $9 to $10 billion? No, it's not demand. In fact, there's a pre-IPO round that is on, which is for $200 million, and it's already oversubscribed. So PharmEasy, that already has marquee investors like Prosus, TPG, CDPQ, Temasek, is now getting the interest of the likes of Amansa Capital. Amansa Capital, we understand, is one of those that wants to participate in the pre-IPO round. That's a big name that could join the cap table. SteadView, another tech investor, is looking at this pre-IPO round, already oversubscribed. Like I told you, $200 million is what it's supposed to be. $270 million is what it's already got demand for. So how will it accommodate all of this? Well, by nudging the early investors from exiting the company or participating in a secondary sale of shares. The other big story to watch out for is that all the founders of PharmEasy, all of them, whether it is Siddharth Shah, whether it is Dharmendra Sheth, whether it is Dhaval Shah, Hardik Dedhia, Harsh Parekh, they've all decided that their money can grow best with PharmEasy. So what they're doing is they're actually plowing back, reinvesting all their personal bonuses back into PharmEasy. These bonuses are milestone linked, and sources are telling us, it's about, after paying tax, 50 to 75 crores each. So each of the five founders will be investing 50 to 75 crore rupees back into PharmEasy. It's one thing to hard sell, to talk a lot, but it's another to walk the talk and to do it with hard cash. And that's what the PharmEasy founders are doing. So that's a big story I have for you today.